Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandrago's Cave. Today we are gonna be talking about chapter 1150 and obviously we are drawing what we are drawing, okay? This video is gonna be full of spoilers, so if you haven't read the latest episode 1150 of One Piece manga, I invite you to click here so you can check other theories that are a little bit more old, okay? In the channel. We got it right. It is so nice that we got now another theory right. It's been 1 year or a little bit more than 1 year I've done this video that I'm gonna put here about Stussy and basically explaining that Stussy was Imu's foreshadowing, okay? Basically explaining that this kind of succubus power that she had, that kind of cloning concept that she had going on with Vegapunk and everything, and all of this, that is very nicely explained in that video that I put there, was all of it gonna be for the sake of Imu's foreshadowing, okay? I can't avoid today to draw basically this Imu design, this Gunko transformed into Satan. I have been saying Imu has the devil power, the Satan power. Probably that's a Hito Nomi like Luffy has. Hito Nomi, model Satan, model evil, model demon, okay? So he's basically the king of the demons. I have been saying as well that during this whole time Oda has been showing us a way where we are going into the realm between good and evil, okay, and gods and demons, obviously. So we need to talk about this. I want to do the drawing, I want to draw her, and let's go into this, okay? So today, to work, we have this space, more or less. I'm gonna be picking red, because if you remember what I've done in the Gunko video, that I always said that Gunko is koala, that I'm gonna put here as well. In that video, what I try to play is with the colors that I think may be used for Gunko, and now with this kind of demoniac possession that we have seen happening in 1149, we see how maybe those colors are a little bit more accurate than what I expected. The darkness, the blacks, the reds maybe, okay? And so I want to draw her with this tone, okay? The drawing is going to be very tiny today because obviously she looks very large with the wings and everything, even if she is human size. Oda has drawn this massive bat-like, demon-like, Satan-like wings. Okay, so let's do this first of all. If we are able to situate more or less here the size of the wings, then we can start doing the rest of the design. Okay, just for the sake of having all of these things here nicely done. Let's do. Funnily enough, last video, I've drawn Magellan. The last One Piece video, I drawn Magellan, that it has the wings as well and everything. Demon topic, Impel Down topic, and I've been talking as well a little bit about demons, about how powerful he is, and if he basically was Jonko level and even invincible. Because it's something very. Check out the video. I invite you to check out the video as well because it's very interesting and I enjoy analyzing characters. Today we're going to be analyzing this, what's happening with her. So, in my initial theory, I say Imu is Satan. This arrow looking like that pierced cobra in the Reverie when they were talking about all of these details, that was her tail, the Satan tail, the demon tail. I said as well that because Imu is the bad guy in theory, he should be the bad guy of the series, even above Blackbeard and everything, we should we should encounter an enemy that has multiple abilities and even has all the fruits in the world, basically, let's say. If you are God, like Luffy, and you are Nika, that in theory is the beginning of the fruits, because someone imagined the fruits, all of these things that Vegapunk is explaining to us lately, because someone imagined the fruit, and then it came to happen, okay? So the realm of dreams and fantasy clashes with the realm of nightmares, and we have seen this actually now as well in Elbaf with Killingham. Killingham is awakening your nightmares and creating all these monsters that you can't defeat because they are just from imagination again, okay? So it makes sense, what I explained there, that the Gorusei, in that at that point we only knew about the Gorusei, we didn't have much information about the God's Knights, but at that point when I'm making a theory, I say that the Gorusei are sentients of Imu, they are linked to Imu, and we got that right as well when we learned about Saturn and everything that happened in Saturn in Egghead. We learned as well, and we guessed it right, that theory as well, that Imu was gonna claim back her power. She was gonna basically suck out of Saturn all the power and consume him, killing him basically. That was crazy. I'm happy. I like when I'm right, yes, like everyone. And I like it as well when I'm wrong. In this specific topic, because it's such a big story and such a big plot, I love it. I love it, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. In this episode, I don't think I want to do 1150 review as such. I basically just mention the main things that happen and how those things are connecting to the theory I'm mentioning, and how those things are connecting to the written analysis I've done as a post, that I invite you as well to go to the post section here on YouTube, on my YouTube, and check my 1149 review. Because I was talking about Magejan last week, we didn't have a review. I recorded the video before I read the episode, and obviously I wanted to talk about other things, that's normal as well. But I put everything that I had in mind in written as well there, okay? So, in one of my latest posts as well, because I kind of got the fancy now of doing this couple of posts, and you can have some extra information there, or some extra opinion that I may have about some topics there as well. I kind of analyze the round numbers. I say in the episodes, in the chapters, in the manga chapters that are named after 50s, like 50, 150, 250, 350, up until now, that now is 1150. In every single one of them, we have the upset eyes, these Imu eyes, that I'm kind of being pro the idea that this is not a specific power as such, this is not a specific power of the demon, of the Akuma, this is a trait that we see in all the characters, doesn't matter if they have more importance or less, but when they are having a very strong feeling about something, they are very upset, they are very worried, they are very shocked, and what I explained there in that post is that every single one of the 50s, they have someone showing this kind of crazy eyes, this kind of upset eyes, okay? And I was thinking here in this one we will see that, and we done it. That's another theory, a mini theory that we got right with the 50s, okay? Oda loves to play with the numbers, and it is something that we need to take in consideration all the time. I have to say, even if we take from 1150 these rimmed eyes that Imu has, like Mihawk, even if we take that concept, we actually do have other people in the episode showing as well this kind of distress, this kind of tension, and this is as well Jarul, okay? Basically, straight away in page 1, page 2, Gunko transforms into this angel of death, into the devil, okay? And we see the tail, so we confirm the theory. We see the wings, we confirm the theory. We see the trident, the weapon that is the main weapon of Satan, that is like a staff, like a symbol of power, like the Poseidon trident as well, like a symbol of power represented through many stories, religions, legends, as a figure of as a weapon or tool from the demon, from the Satan. Okay, and it kind of shows us what we wanted to know, what we wanted to see. Okay, Gunko has been possessed. I'm not sure if she is able to possess only Gunko, or if she could possess any of the people that have a contract with her, a pact with the devil, but I think this may be a possibility. I have strong suggestions in my Gunko video that Gunko may be slightly modified, like prepared for some sort of a vessel, like we have Sasuke in Naruto as well, and things like this, and or with Orochimaru's story. I've seen as well. I'm thinking about these kind of ideas for. Let me see. Obviously, I'm talking a lot, but because I have a lot of things to say, but I wanna focus in the drawing as well. We have seen in the episode. That's what I mean. We have seen in the episode Gunko as Imu being very upset, bursting. Haki, making everyone around her faint, like Conqueror's Haki, obviously tremendous amount of Conqueror's Haki. We see different interactions with different characters, from the Giants, from the Straw Hats and everything. I say in my latest comments that Nami is Nami Nerona. She comes from 800 years ago. I'm gonna put a theory here, and this is as well a theory I have done for more than a year. I think Nami is blood related to Imu. Imu originally comes from 800 years ago, kind of immortal being, and in that theory I basically fight for the concept of Nami being transported in time, through time, probably with Toki's fruit or with whoever had Toki's fruit before Toki, if someone died very quick and then Toki took it. And even Ojiko may have been transported as well like this, and then Belemer found them, etc, etc, etc. I have everything nicely explained in that theory as well, but my idea from now, after guessing this right, my idea is that Gunko may have a color of hair, okay? A color of hair, and obviously short hair, and what we see here is that when she transforms, we have this very nice, very beautiful hair, long hair, flowing in the air and everything. And we know that the demon, the Satan, it's always represented with red tones, with black tones, with warm as fire tones. Okay, I say once we see this in anime, animated by Toei, Gunko's hair, whichever color it's gonna be, if it is white, if it is yellow, if it is blonde or brown, I think it's gonna change to orange. It's gonna change to orange, and they are gonna realize, and there needs to be, in my opinion, some kind of shock from Nami, if not now, soon, very soon, to understand that this person may look like me, and I'm feeling something weird. I may be connected to this person, because Nami is our girl, is our main girl since the very beginning with us, and we need to do things with her. Okay, I want to know your opinions about this, so please feel free to go to the show more section, click in the comments, and express your opinion about this. I know it may be controversial that Nami is connected to her, but Nami's background originally is all the time worried about why we are not rich, why we are poor, why this, the money, and the world government, the Terribito, and specifically Imu represents power, represents kingdom or queendom, and represents the throne and the royalty. And Nami has been, every single time that we have seen her in cover stories, when in color spreads with royal topic, she's been shown as a queen. Okay, she's our queen already because she's the queen of the Straw Hats. Okay, but I think this is as well more foreshadowing on top of the Stussy foreshadowing that we have talked in the other theory and we are talking here today. Okay, so I want to know your opinion. I want to know your opinion because probably there are many people that disagree. But after getting this one right, I think that part as well takes a little bit more of consistency. This arm is too short. You see, I start talking, and I get distracted. The arm needs to be... Normally, when you are designing characters that are, let's say, human size, you follow the rule of 8 heads. 8 can be 7 heads, 8 heads, 9 heads. If you take the head, okay, of the person and you replicate it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, in mangas, some of the mangas that are more 80s style, they will elongate the characters. That's a trait from that era more or less, and the characters are longer, the hands are bigger, the feet is bigger as well, as the heads are shorter, smaller, depends on the style. But for a general rule, if you are able to stand up now and put your hands straight next to you, you will see that more or less your hands reach the middle of your thigh here. Okay, so it makes sense that we make the hands more or less like this. The right one is gonna be longer because it has this kind of the sleeve is very long for this one, and this one, the sleeve, we will do it here on the side. Okay, like this. But we open a little bit more this, and then we do the hand here. Okay, like this. Something like this works for me. And then we extend again the weapon of the devil. It's very long, very long. I want to make sure that I don't go out because we are playing with this and we are playing with diagonal as well, so we have a lot of space that we are taking for today's drawing. Let's do, after this, we do the design for like this and like this. Obviously I don't want to touch this to go. Let's open it a little bit more, maybe like this. Yeah, we just modified a little bit because I don't want to make it touching the other object, so we can distinguish with silhouette what is what we are gonna do. Okay, so 1150 has been crazy. I want to know your opinion. I want to see all your comments, all your ideas, all your theories being dropped there in the show more section. I want to talk about it, and I want to see what you are thinking. Okay, I want to learn what you are thinking. I see this domi reversi, that is the Latin translation for basically return to home. That how she's able to, Imu is able to force a possession in someone, in this case Dorry, Brogy, and some of the other guys from the giant group. Okay, many times we have said this here, that Imu is connected to all the bad guys. Imu is connected to Gecko Moria, and like Gecko Moria did his Shadows Asgard at the end of his saga, and kind of sucked all the shadows from everyone and make them kind of like immobile puppets. They just dropped on the floor like broken toys, and he kind of powered up himself with the energy of everyone. Imu, how she is the bad guy, she needs to do the same. Oda plays these kind of foreshadowings with many of the characters, and I explained before as well regarding, like, for example, Pika and Avalo Pizarro, characters like this that have the same fruit, basically, like Mr. Chu, Bon Clay, and now Katerina Devon. Fruits that are very similar, but they are upgraded. Imu is the upgraded version of Stussy, the upgraded version of the Succubus, this vampire-looking girl. This is not vampire, this is the demon, because the tail. I guess Oda as well, probably some of these theories that we do online, everyone that is doing theories, maybe at some point he received some of these as well, and he knows what we want. He knows what we want. He's obviously a creative titan, and he's not gonna... I don't think he's gonna change the story if someone guesses a theory. I don't think he will. After so many years working on this, I don't think I will get upset if someone guesses it 100%. But I don't think he would change the story for something like this, like someone guessing a theory. But now we are in a peak point of One Piece where everyone is trying to figure out what's going to happen for the end of the story. I think Imu is going to suck the energy of them all. I think the last fight against Luffy, as well with Blackbeard involved and everything, is light against darkness. That's what I said as well. Against when we are explaining about Ace and Blackbeard, I explain that Ace is representing the sun in that concept, the fire, not the light. And what we want is light against darkness. We have seen GR5. GR5 is white, like bleached white is like light, basically. Okay, we have light and we have darkness from even the darkness of Imu. I don't discard the idea that maybe Blackbeard is gonna get involved now soon, and we are gonna have to join him or something to defeat Imu. We are gonna have to do some kind of pirate alliance or something like that, and later we can fight Blackbeard. It looks like Oda is guiding us to having first Imu and the world government sort out, and then we go into Blackbeard. This can always change, and that can be nice as well. But we will see. We will see what Oda is gonna be doing. I love it. I love it so far. Let's do all of these. We have Dory. We have Brogy. They transformed, being forced to be transformed. I think he will do this more. I think maybe because as well, if you got caught in between two of these demons, because the circles are on the floor, it gives me the impression that you are kind of on her range and is transforming you as well. That's why some of the giants transformed, some of the giants didn't transform, because the ones who transformed are the ones that were very close to Dory and Brogy. We maybe see one of us transformed, maybe Robin, that is already a giant demon, maybe Jinbei, someone that we may connect to Imu, like Nami. It can be interesting, and we have to heal Nami, like we healed Nami in the Chopper saga, okay, with Kureha and everything. All of this, assuming that there is a connection between Nami and Imu, obviously, okay. Let's do the legs. So we can start doing the line work. She has very, very long legs. This is one of those traits that girls in One Piece have all the time. Let's do. This is gonna be the boot. Okay, very, very long boots as well. They have these weird shapes. You know that I don't normally do repeated characters. I don't consider this is a repeated character. We have done Gungo, yes, and we are doing the transformation. I have done Gaban multiple times, but from different perspectives and from different times. I have done young Gaban, old Gaban, and backwards Gaban when we didn't know that he was actually Gaban, okay? Let's maybe make this a little bit thicker, like this, like actually boots. And the other one here goes at the back, so we don't have to draw the foot. It's only like this and like this. And she has these kind of lines up to the tights like this. Me, personally, I don't like this sexualization of the character. I don't wanna have that concept as the bad guy or the final bad guy. Even if Luffy is someone who doesn't care about these things, he would be able to fight a girl like we seen him fighting Albedo at the beginning, for example. But I don't like it personally as such. So for me, liking Gunko, some people in the comments said to me, you painted the legs in red and she's not wearing anything in theory. We haven't seen actually yet the anime, I believe. We may have her wearing some sort of leggings and red, because this is painted white, and when we see something white, means that it can be white, or it can be skin, or it can be a pale color like blue, yellow, and red. So for me, I'm gonna keep the same original idea I had, and I'm gonna do like this, okay? Without the intention to offending anyone. This is my personal taste for this character. If I create characters, I make stories. If I would make a final bad guy like this, like Gunko being emo and all this jazz that is happening at the moment, I wouldn't make her with all this skin showing, because I wanna take it more seriously, and that may be some sort of distracting for the reader. You may be more pending of the legs than actually pending of the evil in the person or in the character, okay? So in my opinion, I will paint them red, as you can see, and there is no problem about it, okay? I like it. Oh my god. I have to say, when I saw 1150 and I saw this evolution, this transformation, this concept of, you know, with the wings and everything, a lot of people was thinking, because Gunko has the arrow fruit, Gunko was emu in regarding, or Gunko was some sort of guardian or protector or bodyguard, and Gunko was in the room with Cobra. I said, I don't think that's gonna happen. Those arrows are totally distraction. I think Emu is the devil, and that is the tail, and is kind of piercing Cobra with the tail, and now we are seeing this. I don't think it is connected that the arrow is with her, and this is kind of a arrow looking, because this is the typical design of the demon tail, okay? Dory and Brogy, just to go back a little bit about some other things regarding the episode. Dory and Brogy look that they lost control. They look like giant, like ancient giants. We have seen these, how you call it, the tusks coming from the mouth and everything, like they are like oars, basically. We have seen them being flipped. It's interesting the way that he's representing with this the pentagram thing, that is this kind of this demoniac possession. When the Gurusei are moving and when the God Knights are moving, it's like a printing on the floor, and they will use that as a transport. But now she's using it. She kind of put it on the floor around the giant, and then this giant started sinking. What Imu is doing is the sinking of the world. Is sinking the world in darkness, is sinking the world in the ocean, okay? Inside the ocean. So this is a representation, in my opinion, as a creative, of that sinking of the world, how Dory and Brogy, in theory, they sink in the circles, okay? They start transforming, and then midway, it flips. It flips, and we see the legs are black, and then they start kind of coming out of there. They kind of, they are covered with all this darkness, they are possessed with all this darkness, and then you see them transformed. It gives me the idea, it gives me this kind of hint when we meet Roger for the first time in the flashback, when Roger meets Rayleigh. Roger at that point, that was a teenager, very young, like Luffy, I say he knew already about the concept of gods and demons. I say this because Roger's words are, Rayleigh, let's turn the world upside down. Just remember this. Let's turn the world upside down. What is Imo doing now in 1150? This technique, Domi Reversi. Domi Reversi is return home, turning the world upside down, basically. Is kind of making a good guy, like Dory and Brogy, good guys, they are sinking in darkness, flipping them upside down, and they are bad guys now, okay? Like two sides of the same coin. Someone can be good, and someone can be bad, the same person. Or you can be good into the eyes of, I don't know, your brother, but you can be bad into the eyes of someone that is jealous of you, or is upset with you because you did something wrong, or you did something that it shouldn't have been done in that way, okay? So, I like it. I like it. I am very curious to see how we are gonna get out of this situation. I wanna know your opinion as well. I think this is gonna open a lot of conversation online, everywhere. I honestly think that today and this week, internet is gonna be broken basically, because everyone is gonna be talking about what happened to this situation. I hope that God Usopp, because the epithet is the name given is God Usopp. He is gonna play a crucial part in vanquishing or de-transforming those giant demons, his friends, his masters. He needs to play a crucial part. I know a lot of people is disappointed with Usopp. Everyone, this is because we all have expectations, okay? And this is as well because we are all doing theories and we want to see things and they are not happening. If Usopp is not going to do anything, we are going to be upset. If Usopp is going to do something, we will want Nami to do something or Jinbei to do something. This is going to happen all the time, okay? But I just want you to be prepared for Usopp doing his talk, his positive talk, like he did when Luffy was defeated by Orochi and Luffy had to stand up after year third, when Merry was sailing through and everything. We had a Usopp speech at that time. Usopp needs to have a speech at this time as well. Usopp needs to be scared, and because of Killingham activating the power at the same time, and this is something important in 1150, the power of Killingham is like, oh no, wait, Imu, wait, because my power is this, and my guys are not afraid of anything, so they can't actually. There is a concern from his side, meaning this is gonna play in our advantage. The bad guy always, in all the situations, the bad guy always does some sort of thing that he shouldn't do. You know, in every movie, the bad guy is gonna kill the good guy, and then he's like laughing, ha ha ha, now I'm gonna explain to you why I'm doing this, why the laser is coming to your face, and then during that speech something happens that stops them, okay. I don't want Luffy to go up, I don't want Zoro to go up to this area, to this problem and solve it. I want our guys to have to sort this out. I don't want a face-off or a clash between Luffy and Imu at the moment. I prefer Usopp standing up and talking. I prefer Nami standing up and talking and having some sort of shock, like Gunko was able to recognize Brook. Oda can play with this, and Gunko may be able to recognize Brook again to kind of snap out of this trance if Brook does something, and then that moment Imu is able. Sadly, Imu is disconnected. The Wi-Fi connection cuts, and Imu goes back, and then whoa, we have Gunko there. Maybe Gunko is a little bit debilitated, like weakened, because this possession may consume a lot of energy. Obviously, these bursts of haki may have affected negatively Gunko as well. So I'm just curious to see how this is gonna be, okay? How this is gonna be. We have been waiting. Usopp is not doing anything in the saga. Jinbei is a Chichibukai, and Jinbei is not doing anything. Why you're not doing anything? And Okay, so everyone is a little bit concerned. But I think this saga, this Elbaf saga, is gonna give a lot of importance to the secondary Straw Hats. Like I will call them secondary Straw Hats. You know, Jinbei, Brook, etc., etc. So the latest guys joining, the ones from the beginning of the story, the first 5 up to Chopper, in my opinion, those are the ones that they have been given more importance before, up until Robin, more importance until now, and now we will have the rest, okay? We need, like, still, we have Luffy centered, we have Sanji centered as well, Zoro centered as well. We are seeing a lot of Brook Center right now as well. But what about Frankie? Give us Frankie now with the Adam Tree. Give us Frankie as well with Vegapunk. Give us more Nico Robin with the Poneglyphs and this Boyd Century with the bad guys, basically. All of these things, they need to happen. It's going to happen. And I think this saga, yes, it will be Usopp saga. But it's going to be a little bit everyone's saga as well, on top of that, okay? Let's do the hair here like this, and the wings of the devil. This is something I don't believe if people start saying now, because I haven't seen videos or anything, but I don't believe if people start saying now, oh, no one thought about this, no one would have expected that Imu will be looking like this, because that's not true. Okay, that's not true. We have been talking about this a lot here in the channel. Imu, at the moment, because obviously this is not Imu's final form, Imu's final form is the one in Marijoa, and this is remote working. We'll call it remote working for Imu, like she did in Eket a little bit. But what I mean is, this is not her final form. Okay, if you are a Dragon Ball fan, you see that Cellula, and you see all of them, that they have various forms. Imu needs to have various forms as well, and when we think we already defeated her, she's gonna transform again, and we're gonna be suffering, and we're gonna be in tension, we're gonna be crying maybe, because someone is in jeopardy, someone is in danger of dying if we don't defeat Imu by, I don't know, in 10 minutes or something like that. This is what Oda is a master of doing, and creating tension and creating emotion. I said it 1,000 times, and I will not get tired of saying it. Oda is a titan of storytelling, okay? So this is something I want to watch. I want to read. First of all, I want to read, and later I want to watch to see how is represented. Okay, let's do this. I think, and I have videos about it as well. I invite you to sail through the channel, because I have many things, and I can't obviously link them all here in one video. But I invite you to sail through the channel, and I put the links there at the beginning, and see what options we may encounter. I say, when we see Imu's face under the hood, under the shadow, Imu is gonna look like Bibi, exactly like Bibi, a photocopy of Bibi, because that body is gonna be Nefertari the Lily, the ancestor. Only the body, like a vessel, like we are suggesting here with Gunko, and people is suggesting with Gunko that Gunko may be a vessel, okay? I think original Imu may have been a man that maybe, I don't know, was in love or infatuated or very friend with Lily. The betrayal happened and everything, and Lily disappeared, as far as we know. There is a massive portrait of Lily in Marijoa in Imu's room. That's telling us it's not a normal picture, it's a massive picture. This means, like Hawkback was infatuated with Sindri, we are gonna have this character infatuated with Lily. I think that person stole her body, and with the OP, with the heart and personality swap that I said as well this in my law video, like 2 years ago at the beginning of this YouTube channel, starting this YouTube channel. I think that was used because Imu thought, if I possess this body of this traitor person that I love, but now I hate because she betrayed me, I will have her abilities to control the ancient weapons. I think in the Nefertari family we have the last ancient weapon connection, like Shirahoshi, to control not the Sea Kings, but the Sky Kings, some sort of dragons, birds, and creatures that can fly. This is what Roger had on his ship in that massive egg, and now probably Skoper Gaban is protecting in Elbaf, and he has this at the very top of the tree, because all of this is reference from Yggdrasil, and there is in Yggdrasil, in Norse mythology Yggdrasil, there is a giant eagle on top of the Yggdrasil, and there is a falcon on top of the head of this so-called eagle, okay? And that can be Pel. That's why Pel survived the bombs, and that's why I have my theory about Pel, explaining these things as well. Why he survived? Because he needs to assist Bibi in this type of mythological lore from Nordic mythology, okay? I know it's difficult, and I have it very clear in my mind, and maybe I end up disappointed, but we will see what's gonna happen. But the references from Nordic mythology are there, the references from other sagas are there, and the character of Bibi is gonna return, yes or yes, there is no doubt on that. I've done this research to create the previous post explaining about the concept of the number 50s with the concept of the upset eyes. I've done my checks, and in those episodes as well, in 150, we are talking about Nami, we are talking about Wapol, so it's kind of a foreshadowing with the drum kingdom and everything. So don't get surprised if Bibi is gonna be showing pretty soon. It's gonna be showing pretty soon. This famous knowledge of all the girls in One Piece are Nami, all the girls look like Nami, especially in the anime, because they draw them the same. Don't discard that Oda has seen that and wants to use it as a funny thing, and he's gonna use this to favor this theory. When we see Gunko, when we see Imu, that it looks like Bibi, but originally she was looking like Nami. If she was a woman, she could be Nami's mom. If she was a man, she could be Nami's dad, okay, original dad. And it can be very interesting. I think Oda will play with the concept of androgynous, that we don't know if that is a man or a woman, okay, just at glance, and we may be able to differentiate to who this character is connected, Imu, original Imu, because the color of the hair. Blue to Bibi, yellow, orange to Nami, and even if it changes color, we haven't seen a kind of Sailor Moon type of concept for Imu's transformation with the hair, but we have seen clearly how the hair grows longer and changes. So I think this is going to be a way that when we see this in anime, Oda is going to go to Toei, he's going to say, wait a minute, Gunko is going to have this color of hair, and when it transforms, it will change to this other color, orange, okay? Not blue, but orange. But if Oda decides, as I say, to leave Nami's second flashback for the very, very, very end, that is what is gonna happen, 100%. We will have all of them first do their own stories. Nico Robin, End of the World, Void Century, Gorusei, Luffy, King of the Pirates. Everything, every single thing probably is gonna be before of that, and then at the end we will have Nami's backstory, who she really is. And that's what I would do, and Oda creates expectation, and that's what I would expect, I think, from Oda. I have to say as well that Oda is surprising me all the time as well. I wouldn't expect Imu to have shown straight away here or anything, but I want to be surprised as well, okay? If I'm wrong, I'm happy, because I want to be surprised, okay? Let's do the tail now, like this. This is massive, and Oda is drawing this massive. Keep in mind, Oda has a team of people that is drawing with him. I think there are like 4 or 5 guys and girls, I don't know the specific names. There's a group of people basically there, nakamas, that they are doing the drawings, drawing the episodes, okay, the chapters. And Oda basically mainly draws the principal, the main think, let's say I'm 100% sure that he drew this character, okay, the whole character, and the letters on top, and the background, and the explosions around, and the fillers, and the Dory and Broggy, and the weapons, and all of these other things, the assistants, the manga assistants, they drawn that things, okay, the rest of the characters, the town, and everything around, the tree, and all of these things. So, if Oda is making this tail, this kind of triangle tip, such a big shape, is telling us, keep an eye on this, because she's gonna be using this like a whip. She's gonna be using this to grab someone by the neck and pinch him with a trident. She's gonna be using this to go through someone like he did with Cobra. So it's kind of giving is giving us the information. This is a weapon, okay? This is a weapon, this is not something random. And Oda has been feeding us a little bit all of this and distracting us from the reality with Gunko. Saying, look at Gunko's arrows, so nice, so nice. Is Gunko there, is Gunko there? No. Gunko can be a vessel, but Gunko wasn't there. This is the thing that killed Cobra, okay? Or killed or wounded very strongly the man. But yeah, let's do... I know I'm going very slow today and I'm talking a lot, but I'm very excited about this topic, and I want to kind of cover everything and not leave anything on the side. There is no much color I don't want to use much color for this one, so as you can see I'm focusing on doing the line work with the dark for the tones and everything, okay? But it's looking very, very good. Something that I didn't like much is this kind of summoning of weapons. She opens like a book, like a evil book, and from this book, black magic, she is creating some sort of a gun, some sort of a shotgun that uses to basically sever or rip apart, basically, because it looks like completely ripped apart, like a crazy animal had a bite at it or something. Broke his arm. I don't think she needs that, to be honest. I think with the demonic powers that she may have already, we are served. We are good with that. I want to see where is that gonna be leading. I understand that Oda is showing us this to let us know Imu is not only able to transform, Imu is not only able to do demoniac possession, Imu is not only able to do these circles and attack with the circles, because she kind of uses like some sort of bazooka or some sort of gun from within the circle as well. This is a way that Oda has to tell us, hey, Imu can do anything that she wants, and she's gonna keep doing anything, and is gonna take anyone that she needs. You don't even need to agree. Probably, if you agree to have a pact with the devil, you have more control over your body, like the Gorosei. They are sentients, they are able to go up and down and talk and do their things, blah blah blah. Obviously monitored by Imu, but you are someone like these guys, the giants, that you are rebelling. No. Jarul's eyes in this episode look very concerned. He's very, I would say, in tension, like we said about the number 50s and the concept of the eyes. Jarul is seeing Imu for the first time after hundreds and hundreds of years. Jarul is a bad guy. I have the theory about Jarul as well, that I'm gonna put here, and if I can't put it there, I will put it in the show more section. Jarul is a bad guy. I think Loki was the one who uncovered his father and this guy making dealings with Imu. I think Imu has been here in Elbaf before. That's why she doesn't want to destroy the place. She wants to control it. I'm referring to her as a she because for me, the silhouette of her original design in Pangea looks like a girl, and here she's represented like a girl as well. The voice is distorted in the anime, and I think it's because the voice is gonna be a man talking through a woman's body. And Oda will use as well this term to define more and more the voice as we go into the anime more and more. And here she has more conversation, she's talking properly, and we need to feel this ambiguity that she can be anywhere. We need to feel the sense of, because Mihawk has those eyes as well, is he some sort of person connected to her as well, or is he only upset like we suggested? Is he maybe upset as well, and Imu could possess him like we are seeing this Gunko character now, maybe, okay? Or is because Imu represents the bad of the world, the demon, the evil of the world. She's in every one of us. Like we have goodness in every one of us, we have devil in every one of us. And if you are permanently upset, like I'm suggesting Mihawk is permanently traumatized with something from his past, maybe Imu is able to have a little bit more of you, a little bit more of you, a little bit more of you, until one point that you lose control. It can be as well. The eyes are very important in One Piece. We have seen many references of characters with something with the eyes. I didn't mention it in this episode, but once the giants are transformed, are possessed, again, number 50 episode, what we have? The eyes. This kind of melting eyes or vapor eyes in madness, in crazy kind of thought that we see the Gorosei as well when the Gorosei first arrives to Elbaf. So, I love it. I love it. I am a little bit wary to see how Oda is gonna represent this kind of fight of good and evil, demons and gods and everything. I am a little bit scared, I will say, and worried, because I didn't like much the concept of Tot Musica in the Red movie, and that was his way of introducing, hey, there are demons and there are gods in this world, be careful because I'm gonna put them in the story. For me, I didn't like it much to be shown in that way, but it's his story. It's his story, and we need to respect, and we need to. Up until now, after almost 30 years of a story, I've been happy with whatever happened, and if something I didn't like it, coincidentally later, he kind of fixed it. Okay, there are things that I didn't like much, and later he ended up fixing, and he is not silly. He knows all these things, and he knows about the theories. He knows what we want. He knows what we like, and he knows how to surprise us as well. This move surprised me. The wanting to kill Jarul is because he's not complying. Why is he not complying? I said it in the Jarul video. He's not complying because he has the sword, the Excalibur, stuck in his head. They need to take it, and as soon as they take the sword from his head, you're gonna see the real Jarul. You're gonna see the evil Jarul that is gonna side with Imu, side with the bad guys. And Jarul, maybe Imu and all of these guys disappear because something happens, because, I don't know, another Emmet robot shows up and do another knot and send them all flying, and they lose the connection, maybe, I don't know. Just suggesting here some things that may happen. And Jarul stays there. And Jarul is the strongest, and Jarul is supposed to be the one replacing the king for these decisions. Dorian Broggy are out of control. You need to have Usopp, Jinbei, the rest of the guys, taking them out. Luffy and Zoro are dealing with Loki downstairs, in the other level. And you can't have... who's going to face Jarul there? Is going to be Jarul the bad guy of this series? The bad guy of this saga? Or the final guy, bad guy of this saga? Maybe. I want to know your opinions. This is a I don't care if this video is longer today. I don't care if this video is... This is what I want to watch. Sometimes I would spend in any of the topics that I may be interested, like about art, about movies, about, I don't know, TV shows, books. And there is a podcast of 3 hours, or 4 hours, 5 hours. I will put and I will listen the whole thing. So I don't mind if this video is going to be maybe probably longer than normal, because I want to discuss this and I want to talk about it. That's why I said as well in my previous video that maybe at some point I should propose, or I should try to do a stream, even if I'm just talking to myself at the beginning and there is not much people watching it, because I understand, because timetable, some people is busy and everything, maybe a moment that it fits for me is not good for you to watch or to interact in the chat and everything. I haven't explored yet that idea, but it's something that we could do, because things like today that we are talking with so much passion, I would say, I have a lot of passion for this series. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Make like 3-hour drawing? We can't be here all day doing that, you know. And yeah, let's do. This is looking very nice. I love to do big chunks of drawings like this with a fine liner. Okay, this is 0.8. We done the line work with 0.2, and I love it because it gives me a texture. So as you can see, I'm doing like this. I'm drawing straight, and you know that in these videos I talk about theories, I talk about movies, I talk about the video games, about everything, but I talk about art, and I give you tips, and I give you some of my opinion of different things regarding art. I like it because you see these lines, these little lines that is creating, that is not completely finished. This is why I love as well traditional art. Nothing is 100% perfect. If I would be doing this in Photoshop, that I could as well, I could just record my screen and do a drawing in Photoshop. I will just select this area, click, and that's it. Or maybe paint it with a brush and have a texture surfaced. But I didn't make that texture, you know. It's just the machine making the texture. So that's why I love so much the traditional, and I love so much the fine liners or the pencils, because I have the freedom to, if I want to change the direction now, change the direction, and know I have done that, okay? And I appreciate it very much. And I promote as well you use traditional techniques. I promote as well you take a sketchbook with you in your bag when you are going to school, when you are going to work, and just to do drawings, you know, and do doodles, do finished drawings, do anything that you want. And at the end of the day, you can even put it here like I do, have it like a nice sketchbook tour or something, and show us what you are doing. That's very nice. That's very nice. I think we are almost done. If I want to be loyal to my theory, and that I am going to be loyal to my theory, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it very vivid and vibrant yellow. Orange, I mean, like this, because I think when she transforms, she's gonna have hair like Nami. This is her original being. I think, and obviously Naruto spoilers here. I love Naruto as well. I may do videos about Naruto like I do videos about One Piece, but I have in my mind that maybe Imu tried already to possess different bodies, like Orochimaru. Maybe they weren't suitable, and maybe a sign of weakness or a sign of, okay, we are kind of winning this fight, is that the hair changes again to blue. If she has blue hair originally, and we are fighting her in her form that is in Marijoa, we are fighting her, and then she transforms, or she basically possesses Gunko, and Gunko disappears completely. Now Gunko, let's forget about Brook, let's forget about Gunko now, let's just think as Gunko as a vessel. If Gunko disappears now, because she's actually fully possessed, and this is now Imu's body forever, with this hair, and for whatever reason, we see Gunko ai Imu getting weakened by the fighting or by whatever, or by the thoughts of Joy Boy. And then the hair is blue. that is gonna be crazy. That is gonna be crazy because it's gonna reveal what we are saying here and the connections with Bibi and everything. Why was Bibi so friends with Nami? Nami and Bibi super friends the whole time. They were our girls at the beginning in Whiskey Peak, afterwards in Arabasta and everything. Why? At that point, randomly, yes. At that point, Oda is gonna finish the story in 5 years, yes. But as a Titan storyteller, don't tell me that you don't go beyond that and say, you know, I'm gonna actually create this nicely, and I'm gonna put a connection for them, and I'm gonna say they are so good friends and they connected so nice because they actually connected already 800 years ago. Their ancestors connected 800 years ago. Like, you know, we have as well these guys, how they were called, the Shandians and everything, that they were as well from all their generations, the Skypeians, the Birkans and everything, those guys with the Lunarians, the connection, you can't deny that there are connections there, and we need to see. I express in many of my videos that the thing I love the most of any book, but especially this one, and Lord of the Rings, is the lore. The lore. I crave lore. I want to know why the hair is maybe orange. Maybe why there are connections with Nami. Maybe why there is that picture in Marijoa. Who made Lily disappear? I want to know these things, and all of those answers are going to be with Imu, okay? I'm curious to see how Oda is going to connect Blackbeard to Imu, because at the moment we don't have that yet. We only have Katerina Deborn that teaches us well monster and Nine Tails touching the Gorosei. Saturn is dead, and the other Gorosei no. What's gonna happen there? I explained that in my Katerina Deborn video as well. If what I say in my theory is about Stussy in that video, original video that I put there, Vegapunk in one of the cover stories went to Marijoa, he met with the Gorosei, we see the silhouettes of the Gorosei, we don't see them, that's Oda hiding how old they are, because that happens 30 years ago, 40 years ago. So I think at that point somehow he got a sample of the blood of one of the Goroseis that was already possessed by Imu by trying to clone their power, because Vegapunk is cheeky. Vegapunk is a devil as well. By trying to do that, he replicated actually Stussy's fruit. He thought that was a failure because he's like that. He is extremely perfectionist. So if that happens like that, then he pops from his lab a new fruit, like Momo's fruit. That's the connection there with Momo and everything. And I explained everything in the post yesterday before watching the episode. And funnily enough, when I saw, I was like, man, this was a very funny coincidence, because I just done a post about that to refresh from 1 year ago, and now this happened. That is crazy. So if we have that scenario there, you have all the explanation and how Stussy happened to be, and how we had the foreshadowing, and why Vegapunk is going to be having now more importance, and why Vegapunk has all the secrets of the world, and why they wanted to eliminate Vegapunk, because they knew all of this already. They knew absolutely all of this already. We are almost done with this, okay? It's taking a lot of time because we have a lot of white area to cover with the lines, okay? But we are almost there. Feel free to suggest any kind of theory for the channel that you want to see, that I discuss or I talk with you here. Feel free as well to talk about any kind of character that you want to see. Oh, I would like to see Absalom, for example. And now that we are talking about Moria, now that we are talking about these kind of demons and everything, and Thriller Bark, yeah, I can talk about him as well, and his powers. And is he dead? No, I don't think he's dead. I think he's just been the power taken, and that's it. But I don't think he's dead. we can talk about many of the things like this as well, okay? So I invite you to drop suggestions of things that you want to see in the channel. One Piece related or not related to One Piece. You can see, oh, I love Narnia, just drop it there in the comments, and I will talk about Narnia. I love Narnia as well, so we can discuss many options, okay? Yellow to paint this on the side, yellow, like I did in the previous drawing of Gunko, okay? The idea of Gunko being koala can still work. A clone of koala. I'm not sure anymore because I don't know what are you doing, Oda, with Brook. The whole concept, I already talked about it in the previous episode, when I was analyzing the previous episode, but what is gonna happen there, I am not 100% sure. I need to gather my thoughts a little bit as well and see why would you move from Jinbei when you had this koala, probably a story there set up. Why would you move with Brook? Was Brook a god's knight or basically a noble? I've been thinking about this a lot, that like Sabo, he could be from a noble family. His clothes are very classic, very nice, very noble. So it can be something like that is true, and we see Brook being a rich guy with his family and everything. It is true that the way of fighting that Brook has and the fencing abilities are kind of sports that are for rich, let's say, groups, rich families. There are as well things like the way he talks, a little bit old but respectable, as well the determination that he has, facing Big Mom, stealing the poneglyphs, everything. Brook is being so epic lately that I love it. And he's been like a knight, and he was, and I said it in my previous video specifically, he was leader of a convoy of ships, okay? A convoy normally goes with an armada of ships, like this, maybe like 10 ships, 5 ships, or 12 ships, I don't know, depend of the venture that they are doing, and they would move people and everything, and he seems to be very connected to the higher ups in the world. He knows a lot of information, and he knew about the God's Knights. Why do you know about the God's Knights? Because you are from a kingdom that has been destroyed, maybe. You are from a place that is working with them, or has requested their assistance to help them with something, okay? Or have you been maybe doing trials to... I don't think Brook was a God Knight, or not even a prospect of God's Knight, because he couldn't fight Ryuma pre-time skip. He must have been rusty after 50 years floating around without doing much, but I don't think that's the case, okay? I want to know what's going to happen with that. Gunko is calling him father but in 1149, but we don't have this kind of worry from Brook. Brook now is talking about something else in 1150. He's like, oh yeah, this and that. So Brook is not actually even talking about Gunko. Like, if he was actually the father, he would be very worried after seeing the daughter transformed into a monster, and I don't think he would disregard that. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I might be wrong, or I don't know, maybe he doesn't care much, but I doubt, because Brook is a very lovable character. He's a very good guy, even if he a little bit goes crazy all the time with the panties and all of these things and the girls. And I think he's a really good guy. And yeah, so I want to know what you have to say about this, because Oda is dropping a lot of information, and it may even be difficult to follow everything that is happening at the moment, okay? So I expect as well, I need to do a reread of Elbaf when Elbaf is finished as well, so I can see all the picture together to see what's happening, to understand everything better. I love to do that. When a saga is done, I read the whole thing again so I understand better what's happening, and sometimes I even learn new things that I didn't actually realize in the first read or in the second read, because I read the chapters again and again and again and again, but it has more cohesion and it's more coherent when we have a pace, all of them together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can read the whole story together, the whole saga together, okay? And then you can start theorizing a little bit better and connecting a little bit better with other sides of the story, okay? Let's do like this, a little bit yellow the hand, like this, a little bit dark here, and probably I want to do this as well, like this. Okay, where is my other black color? Here it is, the polychromos. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of shading here, okay? Just like a tiny recap, because we finished, I have been talking about this Imu transformation and the concept of Satan, Hito Nomi model Satan, God, obviously. Like Luffy's fruit. I have been very excited about it because this is a theory that we made with Stussy more than 1 year ago, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and I'm happy to see it happening. I invite you again to go through the channel. See videos that you may like. I have a couple of big theories, regarding Imu and Bibi, regarding ancient weapons, regarding Scopper Gaban, regarding awakenings, many theories. So I invite you, if you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. I had some subscribers this week and last week. I don't know how it happened, but a couple of subscribers extra. So thank you very much for your support. I'm happy to see the channel growing and the interactions growing as well, and I love it. So it's well received. Thank you very much for your support. Okay, for everyone. Let's do this. We are done with this. We are done. We took our sweet time today, drawing, chatting, a very nice chat today. We didn't go through all the points of 1150. I don't think we need to, but I think we touched the key points, the things that I wanted to mention about Imu, about Nami, about the connections with Stussy, with Vegapunk, with Momo, with the cloning of the fruit. Okay, because we know that the fruit that Momo has is a replica, is a man-made fruit that works. The only difference is that the color is not the same. And with Stussy as well, again, it's a replica of this fruit, 100%. And even if I was gonna say Luffy, even if Oda didn't show a box, and maybe I don't think he's gonna go into the black magic realm and add other type of power, but he may do the reveal of the name of the fruit when we see actually Imu fully transformed. Okay, no being Gunko, but being Imu. And then we have the name, the Ito Nomi, model Satan, model Demon, okay, or model Lucifer, something like that, okay. You can name it however you want, but the name and the concept is exactly the same. Depend of the religion, depending on the country as well, depending on your beliefs, you will call it one or another. We just need to wait to see how Oda is gonna call this transformation and this power. And I think now the time has come, not with this one because this one is too thick, but with this one, the 0.2, the time has come for me to sign and let you go for a nice walk outside, that it's Saturday, and go to watch a movie or something, or go to the park if it is sunny around that area, okay, and chill with your family and your friends, and theorize more One Piece. Let's sign for the day. You know that you will always have a corner here in the channel, and we can always discuss theories and discuss about art and discuss about movies and books and everything. So even if you're a little bit tired, a little bit sad, a little bit worried and everything, just come here, just let's watch a nice video, let's talk One Piece, let's make theories, and let's have a nice time, okay? This is something that I always done, and I appreciate as well, to be able to be there as well for other people that maybe needs to watch a video and needs to chill and needs to rest a little bit, be at home and watching something interesting and discuss some ideas and make some theories and things like this. And on top of that, if we can learn something as well, that is very nice. So, finished. Let's sign. I'm gonna leave this. I don't wanna press and delete and erase all of the top, because this is traditional, okay? Let's sign. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it when you want, and this is the Mandragoscape. I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you enjoyed the theory and the drawing as well. We got this theory right, nice, and let's go, Gambare!